All right, Greg Honeybloom. We're here with the baked hams and Honeybloom. How you doing, Greg?
Good morning, David. How are
Good
you?
morning. It's good to see you.
Good to see
Good
you.
God, I was looking
Thanks
for
for
some.
having me this morning in your lovely studio here in Dripping Springs, Texas.
Best place in the country, right here, Dripping
Absolutely.
Springs, Texas.
I feel as safe as I can be unless I go outside.
Exactly. How you been, buddy?
I'm good. I'm good.
That's great. I want to get started today, real quick, right out
Yes,
of the
sir.
box.
Yes, sir.
I, hang on, I've got to turn this music off. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been playing it that long. Okay. Tammy Wynette, God, I love her. She speaks for a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like,
That's right.
if you got a partner and you want to know how to treat your partner, you listen to Tammy Wynette.
That's right. Because she says, stand by your man.
That's right. And you know what you do if you want to be a good man? You know how you do
You
that?
got to stand by that man.
That's right. And you know what you do if you want to be a good partner?
How you going to do? What are you going to do?
You're going to go down to Jim's Diner
Jim's
and
Diner.
get your partner to sit away from you at the table and have them sit right over where they can see you, and let them watch how they wait on you at Jim's
That's
Diner,
right.
because they
That's right.
take care of you.
They sure do.
And I don't care who your partner is.
That's what they say.
It's a good lesson to take them down to Jim's
That's what
Diner
they say.
and let them watch how they wait on you at Jim's,
They
because
always
that's how everybody wants to be took care of.
And they always say teeth are optional over at gyms.
Exactly. So, Greg, I got you a little something. It's an award that came in.
Well, thank you. I'm
Um,
flattered. What is it, Dave?
well, I want you to close your eyes, and I'm going to come over and put it on your head, okay?
Okay.
All right. Keep
The
your eyes.
yarmulke?
No, keep your eyes closed.
Just making
Keep
sure
your
you can
eyes
give me a
closed.
custom made yarmulke.
Let me take these off just for a second.
Oh,
Put those down.
oh,
Hang on.
oh, okay.
Hang on. Don't open your eyes yet. Leave them closed. All right. Open your eyes. What do you think?
Let me see. Ah,
Huh?
that.
Greg, honey,
That's it.
my buddy
That's
Greg,
it.
my
That's it.
partner Greg,
That's it.
got his vaccination.
That.
And that right there is awarding my buddy Greg the first vaccination of the Baked Hams Honey Bloom Award.
Well, now that I
I
can't.
got one too.
Hold on.
Man, he always has trouble with those.
I get that.
But Greg got him a new shot. He needed it. He's my high risk buddy.
Yes,
And
I'm high risk, but I can't figure out how to.
it's all right. You don't have to hear him, but you could. Come on, get him on.
Get like that.
Yeah, that's good. But that thing just flips over. You're real. It's very monkey for you, bro.
Very monkey.
Don't make too much of it.
I'm not trying to be monkey.
Yeah, do it like there you go. Put it on.
It's not turning.
Oh my God, Greg, stop. Flip it over now. Flip it. No. Yes. Good
Oh.
God.
Oh my God.
Woo! Okay, that was about a 3-minute segment of our show. Greg, dude, just take them off and talk. I mean, you
I'm
don't
just
have to
gonna
have
talk.
them
I
on.
don't
It doesn't
need to-
matter. I hear you just
That's
fine.
right. Anyway, thank you for the hat, David. I really appreciate it.
Wow, that whole segment was a big one. Well, you know what? You mean a lot to me, and I'm glad that you are now safe with the vaccination.
Yes. Let me tell me a story about how culmination of we started this journey about 11 months ago, and I was incredibly fortunate through the actions of my in-laws. Just out of the blue, called me on Monday morning and said, I have this number. And they were able to let me leave my name, number, and my email address for when they get vaccinations. And so I had already called my doctor, but I said, you know what? Why don't I put another one in the game? So I called him immediately and I got this note, shots for tots. I said, shots for tots? I said, do you guys
Was it based on height or what? What was the
well,
deal?
that's what I was thinking, but they said that they were giving the COVID vaccine, and if I give my name and number, I will, get back to you. And I said, what's your name? She says, my name's Gigi. I said, my name's Gigi too. I got Gregor GRE Gigi. And we just started talking. And I said, I got 2 open heart surgeries. I got to get the shot, Gigi. I got to get the shot.
Yeah.
And 30 minutes later, she called me back, said, can you come in on Thursday? And I was just pleased it could be. And then I told him to call my in-laws. And the day she said, well, why don't I just make an appointment for your in-laws too? And so make a long story short, we've been vaccinated.
That's awesome.
And I got to have one more shot in a month from now, but at least I'm on my way. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the country getting the shot if they want it.
How do you feel? Do you feel different? Do you feel better? Do you really feel like...
I feel like I could,
I'm safe.
I feel confident that I'm going to survive it,
Yeah.
and nobody wants a respiratory disease. But, anyway, look, the world's changing. We had an impeachment this last week. Again, we had the inauguration of a new president on Wednesday. All the state capitals are shut down because they think that there's going to be additional violence.
There's not. Everything's going to be cool.
We hope not.
Everybody's going to be cool.
But I think everybody's going to be cool, hopefully.
Everybody be cool. I know.
And, it's just been crazy. It's been crazy.
Yeah. But here we are. What's the date today? January what?
January 17th. 17th.
2021.
Exactly. We started doing this exactly 10 months ago. We did our first show, I think, March 17th.
Yeah.
So that's what the archive said. And,
wow.
So I'm looking forward to the renewal of my contract. That contract coming up soon.
Yeah. I see it. I see it. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it?
Copy that contract.
You? Yeah, there it is. Right underneath you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to tell you, the pandemic has changed me personally a lot. Like, I feel like I am completely shed my pre-pandemic identity. Now, the only thing that I brought with me from the pandemic is my my ingrown toenail. Because right when that sucker gets, if you've ever had one, I mean, you can get it looking so good and healthy.
Last week on our other episode that I was going to gnaw it off, and you just got to get over it.
And man, it'll look perfect. And then all of a sudden what happens is, and it's important people know what's happening. Here's the toenail, okay? Here's the cut side of it. And it's growing in, it wants to grow into the side of your toe like this. But if you go in and cut it with clippers, the nail wants to start growing. It tells it, grow, 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 grow. So you don't want to clip it. You actually want to get under the edge of it and just pop the edge up. Pop the edge up like that. And then that keeps it from wanting to go down, and hopefully you can pop the edge up long enough. And what happens is you pop the edge up, everything feels fine. You forget about it. A few days later, it grows back in. So I think that the podiatry business or whatever that foot deal toenail business is ought to be just so rich. I mean, so rich.
How are your chickens?
Thanks for asking, buddy. They're good. We did have a problem. Okay, Detox died. Okay, we had 3 chickens. Detox died. We went out one day, and the 2 other chickens are throwing dirt on top of her, kicking dirt, like trying to bury her. So I got rid of that chicken, Detox, and then...
Did they kill her?
No. She had a heart attack, I think. Roxy.
Did you do an autopsy?
No, but I called some people and checked around. It's pretty common for chickens to have a heart attack.
Did I ever tell you my chicken story?
Yeah, hang on. What?
Go ahead.
Hang on. I was trying to remember. Oh, Roxy is brooding. Broody. She's broody right now. She thinks that she wants to have chickens, baby chicks. And so she goes up and just sits on top of the eggs. And so, and my wife thinks that it's endearing, right. Hormonally endearing. And I'm just like, pull that chicken off those eggs, close that hen house, make that chicken stay out for a few days, and she'll forget about being broody. But my wife wants her to have the opportunity to be broody, I guess. So now go ahead. What about your
I
chicken?
have
You
a,
had a chicken, didn't you?
I have a wonderful story. Yeah, I grazed chickens when I was little.
Oh,
And one day I came home from school. It was like in May. It was hot. I remember very hot. And the name of my chicken was Sunny Chicken. And the
Sonny.
name of his Sunny Chicken is my dad had a very good friend. His name was Sunny, but also one of my dad's favorite songs was Sunny.
Sonny, thank you for the time you've given me.
Sunny.
Sonny. I love that song
Anyway, so
too.
one day I came home and Sunny Chicken is on the counter. My mom's in the kitchen with my brother Tommy, who was about 12 at the time. I think I was 7. And I was devastated Sonny Chicken was dead. And he died of a heat stroke.
How'd you
So
know that?
how do you know that?
How do
It
you
was
know it was a
100
heat
and
stroke?
some degrees outside that day. So anyway, 25 years later, we're at the dining table and we're start talking about all the animals we raised because my brother had hawks and we had chickens and
Yeah.
pigeons and stuff like that. And I said, God, you remember Sonny Chicken? I said, I love that chicken. I can't believe he died of a sunstroke that day. And my brother Tommy goes, he didn't die of a sunstroke. He said, I shot that chicken with my BB gun.
Wow. How'd you feel about that? Did it hurt you? Did it hurt you a little bit right then?
We laughed so hard at the table that it would turn the tables because my brother had some ducks,
Yeah.
little tiny ducks he brought home one day.
Yeah.
And he came home one day from school and 3 of the 5 ducks were dead.
Yeah.
And he didn't know what was wrong. Maybe he put something in the water or something like that. And so when we were talking about talking about his ducks, how they end up dying. I said they didn't die. There were a bunch of bugs outside. So I went under the sink in the house and I got some um, bug spray like rage to try to get the bugs away, and I poisoned the duck.
You told him that at the same time,
in the water.
and you knew you'd killed his ducks.
And I knew I killed his ducks.
How many did you kill, actually?
3 or
Wow.
5. I took out 60% of the entire family.
That's a lot of quack. Wow.
Anyway, that's a lot of quack, right?
Wow.
3 quacks. I mean, 3
Wow.
quacks.
Well, I had no idea about you. That's
No.
such a surprise to
No,
know
no,
something
no,
like that
no,
about
no,
you that
no.
I've known you for such a
Yeah,
long time, and then
yeah.
now I thought I knew so much about you,
I used to
and
hang
that
out in the woods.
duck story's pretty
A lot
heavy
of duck
duty.
stories.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff we used to do when we were kids.
Yeah.
It was pretty amazing.
Greg, what do you got going right now? I mean, like, what do you thinking's happening? What's going on for
World?
Greg Honeybloom?
My world is very, very small right now. Family, few friends, one partner, and that's it. Simplified. I'm ready to get out again.
Do what? What do you want to do?
Just get on a plane again and travel.
What do you like to do when you go? You like to
Well, I'd
dance?
love to go back to
You
New
like
York, but I don't think I'm going back to New York right now because all my friends are gone.
Yeah.
But I have a good friend, but in Jersey, and I just want to resume life again as we know it.
Yeah.
This is
You think it'll still be there? You think life
this
is
is going to go down as like this. Look, anyone. I mean, look. When we started talking about this almost a year ago now, literally a year ago, when we just heard about it about last January, and was it coming here? And here we are a year into it, and even in worst case scenario, our lives are a little bit more restricted for 6 or 9 months. It's almost over, and we'll be looking back, in the scheme of life, a year and a half in the scheme of a life of 80 years.
Yeah, a lot of people go through divorces that take like 9 years,
Right,
8 years,
exactly,
miserable time.
Exactly.
This is like a year, 2
Right,
years.
right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
I was at the
like I said, I'm just ready to, I'm ready to expand my circles and get out there and realize how precious life is and how much you took for granted just for the freedom aspect of it.
Yeah, for sure on that.
This has been a very, very strange time. We've never been people that just, kind of, gone into a hole, and it's not getting any better right now, but we've got another 2, 3 months of, difficult times. Generally, I mean, we're all going to have access to the vaccine eventually, or, I'm sure of it. Now, I think they're going to have mass vaccination sites. It's going to be a huge drive.
Yeah. So I was at the cemetery the other day. I went for my my father's funeral, and next to his gravesite was my grandparents, and my grandmother was born in 1919, and my grandfather was born in 1917. Both of my grandfather's mother died of typhoid fever during the influenza outbreak in 1919. So it was curious to me that here we are. They were wearing masks, all that, when my granddad was 2 years old. My grandmother was born. And here we are again, right at 100 years later. I know it's been pointed out, but I saw it literally on.
Nobody's alive to remember it. That these things that are 100. It's like 100-year flood, 100-year pandemic. I mean, we've been talking about 100-year floods our whole life.
Yeah, yeah.
And then all of a sudden it comes, and you go, wow, it doesn't rain that much in 100 years. And you don't even think about it because it comes and goes in one day.
Right, because it's been 100 years.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And, it's kind of like all those things. Where do you think cliche? I was thinking about this the other day. Where do you think cliches came from?
Cliche what? What do you mean? I didn't even know you knew that word.
Kill two birds with one stone.
Whoa.
Or
well, kill two birds. It's better to. It means that you want to go ahead and get a bird, so you got a little bit of bird to eat instead of trying to do it with two stones. You know what I mean, or something like that. A bird in the hand's worth two in the bush.
That's right.
A bird in the hand's worth two in the bush. Yeah.
You know about penny
a stitch in time.
Penny saved, penny earned.
Yeah. I mean, it comes from drunks, people laying around like Irish people.
Yeah, I mean, you've always heard that, two wrongs don't make a right, but two rights make a U-turn.
That's good. That's good.
You like that?
I never heard that
I
before.
got more if you like. Just let me know.
Incredible. I want to say something real quick about this this kombucha. I've been drinking this stuff here locally for quite some time. I've made kombucha. I've had kombucha. And it is hands down the best kombucha, kombucha. And it is from right here in the great state of Texas, right there with out Dripping Springs way. So, I ain't plugging no names. I'm just showing you this is what's happening right here. This is how my influence. This is my influencing. Oh, Woo. God. Woo. That's so good. Wow. I love that stuff. I could drink a case of it. Literally, I just drive down the road and drink them and throw them out. There's kombucha can. Well, so, okay. We covered this, that, and what else? What else are we getting at?
Beautiful today. It was snowed last week this time.
This weather's
now
incredible.
Now it is 70 degrees.
What do you think all these California and northern people think moving here about this weather?
They love Austin, Texas right now. It just snowed. It's been beautiful pretty much the last 2 months. It really, as I remember, some of the best 2 months.
We got Santa Monica weather with the people to go along with it. Not
bad. The only thing is we can't go out. I'd love to go downtown and have a drink and make sure that there wasn't a protester going to come in and take my leg out.
Yeah. No, you're worried about your leg. Right now. No, you don't want that.
No, not this week.
That. No.
Not this week.
So we're going to hang tight this week, see what happens with this, get the inauguration done peacefully. The whole country's cool. Everybody forgets about Kamala Harris. Nobody remembers. She said she wants to legalize marijuana.
That's right.
I mean, dude, all any of them would have to do is to say that and make that happen. Do some things that are more comfortable and fun for society.
Exactly.
Quit being such stick in the mud.
Should be able to take a gummy a day.
One gummy a day should help you all the way.
And that's what they say.
Boy,
every day.
Every day. Slow down, cowboy. You're going to bite your tongue over there talking that fast.
Exactly.
So, well, look, Greg, wow, man, we kind of just, we thought we had a lot of really important stuff to talk about. I'm writing some stuff right now. I'm working on some stuff. I'm, hang on. Excuse me, that kombucha.
such a
What's it
classic.
called? Ooh or Oye or what's that? What's that say? OYE. Ooh.
OYE.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, David, I mean,
I think
it's
that
gonna
you kind
be
of lost your
every
mojo when you couldn't
it's
get your
kind of like
headphones
you
on.
never realized when life was like simple and mundane, and you never thought something was going to happen tomorrow of any consequence. Now it seems like every day you wonder what's going to happen tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't like that feeling anymore.
You'll be all right.
I'm gonna be just fine.
You'll be all right.
But
Yeah, you need to put your headphones back on. You lost your mojo when you can't hear yourself talk, I think.
me,
Yeah, work on those. Don't make it a big deal.
I've been trying to work on it.
It's
But
not like this segment of, but yeah, the weather here has been great. The people here are awesome. So many new fun people moving here
oh
to
yeah,
Austin. Right? Are you better like that with your headphones
I am.
on?
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
So, who's moving here that you know?
Everybody, I mean, just great people. I know a lot of people moving here. Yeah, every person I know that's moving here is actually a great person.
Better than me?
No, I don't
No.
know anyone better than you
Okay,
at
that's
this
to make
point.
sure. I just want to make sure.
This is part of my commitment.
Yes, I want you to be meeting anybody that's nicer than me.
I've never
Ever,
have I.
ever.
All right, buddy. Well, look, let's wrap this up here, and let's remember who our friends are.
Exactly.
You know, let's make this easy. Let's all be happy.
Let's all be happy.
You know,
That's the theme that we take today.
have more fun,
Have more
and
fun and be happy.
less frowning, more smiling. Smile for me, Greg.
Peace, baby.
Smile for me.